field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What is it? 25 to Mike. No chance. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3, check 3.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He was well over 100 yards. Ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
20. Joker.
On second down, it's Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Set. 180. Switch.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run it here with Brown. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Mike 51. Mike 51. Tighten up. Tighten up. Pull it together. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. And go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Charlie. 51's the mic, boy. 51. It just worked.
2nd and 4. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go with Brown. And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey. Come on. 3 down.
Newton now to throw. And that's complete to Gates. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Brown. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
At their 48-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 17.
Gun.
You can't block me.
8.
He's checking. Crash. Watch twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Vikings, nothing.
That's it. 180.
Watch the pass. Shift. Check.
On second down now, it's Brown.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That's it. 188.
25 to Mike. Here we go.
Gun.
Rush in. Check the backer. Hey, switch gears.
On third down, Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Block 54. It's our 61. Matchbox. Light. Take your cream. Switch. Check.
On first down, Coleman. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Switch.
1-yard gain.
Brings up second and 9
at the 48-yard line.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
General. Alpha.
They'll set up to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Minnesota.
10 Tucson. 54 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Kill. Turn. Blue dog working. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Levante David in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watch out. 66. Bullet.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Jones has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
64.
They'll drop to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Set. 8. Read. Come on. Heavy on the edges. Ready.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, in first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Ready? 780. Mike, 720.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready? 780. Me and you all day. All day. 8.
On 1st down, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newton eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Gates hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Lock it. Kill.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Watch the shopper. Watch the ship. Box trap. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 51.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Curtis Samuel in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And some room to work. A huge play there on the screen pass. 45 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
He's crashing. He's checking.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Coleman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. It's Coleman here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal.
Check 43. Routine spell.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
At the 42-yard line.
Step 8. Check 52.
On second and 9, Newton escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On first down, Coleman, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Right there. 54. Watch the run. Switch it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He finds his target, Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They will run again with Coleman. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Great.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's got room. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Gates, the intended receiver there.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field, and this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Check. Watch the dirt out. Let's go, team. Let's go. Spot. No.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll set up the throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, he's got Biletnikoff. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
20.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Finds his target. It's Gates. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Newton. Gates with a grab. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, Newton. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was going for Gates, his tight end that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Check. Check 4, check 5. 6 guys. Check go.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
First down, Vikings.
Here we go. 30 pace. Let's go. Hey, let's go. Let go. Hey, bam. Check 31. Check. Hurry. Ready, go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings... Tucker now to kick it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.